amongst ourselves about these things that we hear every now and then, Jackie, about free consultations.
Yeah, is it actually free, and does it make a difference, especially in the terms of bankruptcy?
Well, it's free if you come to see me.
All right, well, there you go. And done.
All right, very good. So what does that mean when you hear a free consultation? What do you get?
Well, someone can schedule an appointment to come and see me. We advertise that you get to have a 1-hour free consultation, but we don't have a clock running. I mean, if it's 45 minutes, it's 45 minutes. If it runs an hour and a half, it's an hour and a half. That first appointment, I don't charge you for it. So if you come in to see me, you can find out really good information. It's free. If you never come back, good luck to you in whatever you do. So there's really nothing to be fearful of to just make an appointment to come in.
Now, you've talked about earlier about how important it is to be prepared. Is that true with this free consultation, that you want to come in with some ideas of numbers and debts and things like that, or is it just a conversation to come down and see?
Well, it's always a good idea to be prepared.
Right.
Some people are more prepared than others. Some people just don't have very much. They just know, as far as preparation, they don't have their documents in order, but they know that they've got people coming after them and they need to file for bankruptcy or at least get some help or advice. So sometimes we just tell the person, come in. If you bring your last couple paycheck stubs, and we'll just talk, figure out what your situation is and what you might need to do or not do. And if you decide to do something, great. If you decide you're not really ready or don't want to do something, that's fine too. But you don't get a bill. So I kind of was thinking on the way down here, it's kind of like when you go to the doctor just for a routine physical. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just going there, see if everything's okay, and now they charge you.
Yeah, so the difference is they charge you just to say you're okay.
But, or if you're just having a little bit of a problem, but it's nothing major, you go into the doctor, say, hey, doc, I don't feel so good. Can you help me out? Well, it's kind of like this. My finances aren't really in tip-top shape. Things are starting to slip. I just want to find out what can I do to stop things from going worse and getting into a catastrophic situation because I didn't attend to it. I didn't take care of myself. And so it's very valuable, and people are fearful to come in.
They don't want to know just how bad it is, you think? Or
that might be the case, or they're just fearful of going to a lawyer. A lot of people have never been to a lawyer before, so it's a scary thing. And
do you think people are scared more than anything else? To see you?
I think they're scared. I think they're intimidated. I think they feel embarrassed. But there's no reason to. I mean, it's just between them and me, and I'm there to help. And the thing that brought this all to a head, as far as the reason I wanted to do this topic, is lately I'll have people calling up. They schedule their appointment, and then 2 days later they'll call and go, I want to cancel my appointment, and we ask, well, why? And they go, I'm just not ready yet, ready to do this, or I want to go and weigh the pros and cons of filing this bankruptcy. And I go, well, I thought that's why you were coming in.
Right. That kind of sounds like the purpose of the meeting. Yeah.
How can you weigh the pros and cons of filing the bankruptcy unless you find out what they are?
Right.
I mean, for me, rather than your buddy or your mom or dad or your cousin, I mean, they're not lawyers, and you can make a well-informed choice or decision if you come in, find out what you can do and what the facts are and what the benefits of doing it are and maybe what the drawbacks are, and then make a decision.
Because there are some circumstances where it's not always the best choice.
And we tell people that.
Right. It's good to know which way you should go.
Yeah, and so, I mean, why should people come in and take advantage of this? One, it's free. I mean, I can't think of a better reason than that. Two, protect your family. And somebody might ask, well, how does it protect my family? Well, common scenario that I see is people come in, bunch of credit card debts they're paying on, some medical bills, a couple car loans, a mortgage or two on their house. And they're getting deeper and deeper in each month, and usually one spouse or the other is in charge, unfortunately, of just paying it all. And unfortunately, the other spouse is just oblivious to what's going on, and that spouse just goes to work and comes home. And the one that's making the payments or running out of money is feeling all this pressure, and it's not always getting done. Marriages are breaking up because one person's crumbling because there's not enough money and they don't know what to do, and the other spouse doesn't want to hear about it and doesn't want to go talk to a bankruptcy lawyer. So there's a lot of pressure. Then all of a sudden, they're making the payments. Okay, what do we got to pay? Well, we're going to pay the credit cards. We got to pay the house. We better pay the car. Oops, we don't have enough money to pay the car. So they start falling behind in the car. Well, now the car gets repossessed after a couple months of no payments, and maybe the person can't get to work. Now the person loses their job. So it's really family protection. Don't want anybody losing their job. Another scenario. So same facts. They pay all the credit cards, and they don't pay the house. They pay the cars. Gotta get to work.
Right.
And all of a sudden the mortgage is 2-3 months behind, and now they're in foreclosure, and now they're on their way to losing your home. Well, it didn't have to be that way. If you would have come and sat down with an attorney for the free consultation, you could have found out, hey, you really need to pay your house first. That's most important. It's the roof over your head. It's where your kids sleep at night. And if you got enough money left for the credit cards, well, you'll pay those.
Right.
You know, if they don't get paid, you'll deal with that in a different way. They can't take your house. If you went to a bankruptcy lawyer, you could find out, well, I can get rid of all these credit card debts, the $20,000 or $30,000, and try to get back to square one and start out fresh and still have my house in good order. And everything would have been fine. But what happens? Well, the credit card companies and the medical bills, their collection departments and the collection agencies, they're calling incessantly all throughout the day and night, going,
Right.
Where's our money? So the squeaky wheel gets all the grease and the mortgage company doesn't get paid. And I've never really understood why somebody would do that. But again, it's a family matter. I mean, this is protecting your family. You should come in, find out what you can do or not do, and just preventative so you don't get into these situations. And if you end up filing bankruptcy, that's fine. But maybe you can correct things so you don't have to.
But there's only one way to find out, and that's to come in and talk and work through it.
That's right. You got to come in and find out what you can do.
All right.
If you're in a family scenario, do you need both sides? You need the husband and wife, or if just one wants to come in and discuss with you, that's okay?
Well, we always tell people it's best if both people can come in, just because it's good for both to hear it, since sometimes there's a disconnect and one hasn't really been involved in the first place. So more often than not, both spouses come in, but sometimes it's important and they know they need a file, so one comes in to start the process, and then we get the other person in later.
There you go. All right, now people want to take advantage of this. How do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can call me on the phone. I'm happy to talk to you at 255-1855, or you can find me on the web at www.iowa-bankruptcylaw.com.
That works for us.